Which is your outlook for the US markets in 2012?
We remain broadly constructive on the US equity market in 2012. However, there are clear economic concerns as we close 2011 with the concern that we may not actually see the payroll taxes rolled over into 2012. Without that event, we may well see a decline in US GDP, which would obviously make growth in America harder to find. However, we believe the valuations are reasonably attractive at this time, and America has the opportunity to grow as emerging markets and Asia continue to grow. So we think Europe is cheaper, but we think the US is still attractively valued.
Do you agree with some of your colleagues when they talk about recession concerning the Eurozone?
Yes, unfortunately I do. After the EU summit last week, it is quite clear that with the Germans in charge, we are going to see enforced austerity, which will therefore lead to programmed budget deficit cutting and government spending reductions, which will therefore lower GDP for many countries in the Eurozone.
What the near future for the euro? Do you think euro's countdown has begun?
No, I actually think the euro will remain a strong currency, particularly until or before we get quantitative easing from the ECB. I'm of a view we will not get it because the Bundesbank believes in a hard currency, and therefore the euro will remain a strong currency. We do not see a reason why people will leave the euro because the costs of leaving are far higher than remaining inside the euro structure. So we think relative to to sterling and the US dollar and potentially the yen, the euro will remain a strong currency.
Which is your opinion about Italy?
My opinion on Italy, it may sound slightly contrarian as an Englishman working in Frankfurt. We believe the problem of Italy is not a problem of financing, it is a problem of competitiveness and productivity. We believe that with proper government policy to encourage competitiveness and to control government spending, Italy has many resources and much wealth that it can use to grow its economy in the coming year. So I remain more concerned about other countries in Europe rather than Italy.
Where would you invest in 2012? Which are the most interesting opportunities in terms of investments for the new year?
You may expect me to say that I would invest in Europe. Europe is unloved globally, and it is unloved by Europeans. And therefore one wants to look at markets where there is no optimism in valuations. We believe that many European companies offer great growth prospects to the rest of the world. And we also know, even here in Italy, that there are many strong companies offering very high dividend yields, which are sustainable, covered by cash flow and strong operating models. So we believe Europe is a good place to start, although clearly at the moment many people don't believe me.